Day clean. I thought I was going to die in active addiction, but the miracle happened. You know, my heart goes out to Julia and Carrie's family and everyone here that's lost a loved one. It's probably one of the toughest things that a loved one, you know, will ever experience, and it's tough. I have no words, you know, to say, to comfort a person that has lost someone. But I will say that there are a lot of people recovering, and for those that are here that have a loved one that's active in addiction and that's suffering and who has tried, not to give up. I don't know why we lose some. I wish I knew. I knew why. I don't know why some make it and some don't. I think if I knew, I probably would be the Bill Gates of addiction. I don't know why some make it and some don't. I just know that for those that have made it or are making it, it's because people haven't given up on them. And that's one of the reasons I'm here today, because someone didn't give up on me. You know, my family was there for me. My friends who believed in me, that took me under their wing and walked me through this process. And I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm actually representing the Middlesex Sheriff's Office, and the Sheriff Peter Gattusian wanted me to present him, and I'm sure he was here earlier today. A recovering drug addict, ex-convict working for the Middlesex Sheriff's Office.
Woo!
Amazing. Amazing. God has been good to me. I've been a substance abuse counselor. I've been a mental health counselor. I worked with gangs and became a gang specialist working with gangs. I'm featured in a film called Beyond the Wall. We're traveling the country. In a couple of weeks, I'll be in Anchorage, Alaska. I just got back from Louisiana. I just got a call from the governor's office in Louisiana, Governor Edwards, who is personally waiting for me to go down there so he can take me for a tour of Angola State Prison, and we're actually in the process of maybe making a film in Angola. So this is, you know, this has been it's been a journey. Sometimes I smack myself around. It's like I can't believe that, you know, I've gotten this far and that all this great stuff has happened to me, and I think it's happened because I have gotten connected with the right people who always said to me, Louie, recovery is real. Louie, you can recover. Louie, you can do this. Louie, fight the fight. I always heard that. And my last incarceration was back in 1994. I was incarcerated. I was sent away to state prison, and I was in Walpole prison, and I heard this quote that's been with me ever since, and the quote goes like this: if you continue doing what you've always done, you'll continue getting what you've always gotten. I remember hearing that quote, sitting in my cell, thinking about my life, thinking about all those people who said, Louie, you can do this. Louie, you have to fight the fight. Louie, recovery is real. You have to do this. And I remember thinking about that, thinking about this quote, and I said, I know I'm going to do something different. I'm going to connect with the right people. And in prison, I connected with some gentlemen who were involved in recovery. And I'll always remember there was a couple guys from South Boston, Cambridge, and one or two from like the Lawrence area who took me under their wing and walked me through this process. And when I was incarcerated, they said, once you're released, you have to connect with those individuals. You got to connect with the recovery community. And Louie, again, you can do this. And I got out of prison, and I haven't looked back since. And like I said, I'm truly, truly blessed. I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'd be in Bismarck, North Dakota, in their state penitentiary, doing a screening of the film with a radio station, doing a live radio broadcast from inside the prison. I never thought I'd be working for the Middlesex Sheriff's Office. I never thought I'd be a counselor. You know, I never thought I'd be able to help individuals, inspire others. You know, somebody did it for me, and this is why, you know, I do this. I do this to, first of all, because I'm grateful for the opportunity and the second chance I got, and also to help others. There's nothing that hurts for this recovering addict that hurts more than to see a parent going through the pain of losing a loved one. I was in a church this morning doing a presentation, and the individual that invited me to the church was actually a father who lost his son last week. And I don't know where he got the courage to even go to church, but he made it to church today, and they invited me to speak at this church. And I spoke, and amazing experience. And I get in my car, and as I'm driving to this event, I get a call from a police officer friend of mine to give me the news that we had lost another individual that him and I had worked with. And it just breaks my heart. It really does. So it's great that all these organizations are here, and that we can come together, and that, you know, we can make an impact and save lives. Because you don't hear those stories. You don't hear the stories of the individuals that are making it. You always hear the stories of the persons that keep relapsing, that keep going to jail, that die. And there are a lot of people recovering. The recovery community is huge, but we don't hear those stories. You know, I always give this example of this story. I said, if I went and deposited money in the bank, nobody would ever hear that. Now, if I robbed that bank, everybody would hear it, you know? So I guess the point I'm trying to make is that recovery is real. People do recover. Don't lose hope. If you're fighting for a loved one, continue to fight for them. Continue to love them. And for those who have lost a loved one, my prayers go out to you. And again, I have no words that can comfort you. And you're just in my prayers, and continue to come and support these events, because we will make a difference. We will make a difference. Thank you all, and God bless, and enjoy your day.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I forgot one last thing. I have a book called 1,000 Thugs. A good friend of mine, Daryl, who's here, who I known for a while now, wrote this amazing book. This is a gentleman that's in recovery, a gentleman that's fighting this fight as well, and his book is like all over the Commonwealth, and he's going to all these events and doing book signings and so on and so forth. So he has a table up here. I just wanted to mention Daryl's not paying me for this, by the way. and he has a table over there with his book. Go by and check out the book. Speak to Daryl, shake his hand. He'll sign a book for you. Daryl's doing great things, and that's only a recovery. To people like Daryl, myself, being in a film. And check out my film too, Beyond the Wall, www.beyondthewallfilm.com. And that's it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Woo!